let me just take you to data display. I'll show you how to create a custom data list. So we'll enter the data display. This gives me the options to view various data sets on the engine itself. So I'm just going to pick engine data just to show you guys how to create a custom data list. So this gives me all the data from the vehicle, so I can, using the arrow down button, I can scroll through all of this data. All of these sensors are giving me information, and it's basically telling me the information that it's sending to the computer. But if I don't want to see all of this, there's a lot of things to look through. If I only want to see and focus on a few, I can make a custom data list. The reason I want to make a custom data list as well is because when the vehicle is operating and I'm asking for all of this information, it's sending me the information from all of the sensors. If I ask to see 36 sensors, or if I only ask to see 3 sensors, I'm asking for less. So it can send that information to me quicker. It's kind of like watching YouTube videos. If your internet's not fast enough, it has to buffer and slow down how quickly it sends that information to you. If I ask for all of the information, it can't send it to me very quickly. So if I want a more accurate reading of what's happening, I can just view a few sensors, the ones that I'm interested in. And I have to check off the actual sensors that I want to view. So if you remember that you want to check off the ones that you want, you see the little check mark here. If I hit the check mark, now I come to this screen, and you can see I still have my list of sensors. My values are gone, but you see here I got all these check marks. If it's checked, it's going to send me the information for that. Now I can uncheck them. I can uncheck them all by hitting this button right here. See, now all the checks are gone. If I hit it again, all my check marks come back. So generally what I do is I uncheck them all, and then I go through and I check. I just touch the screen of the one sensor that I want to see. So I want to see RPM, and I want to see the coolant temperature, for example. I select what I want to see, and then I back out. So I can back out by hitting the back arrow or the N button. So if I hit the back button, and as you see now, it's only showing me the information from 2 sensors. So I'll get a much more accurate reading of what these sensors are doing, and reading the signal that it sends to the computer. If I want to change the view of how I view these sensor readings, I can see the next icon over. So there's an 88 with a hash, and then kind of a squiggly line. Well, the squiggly line represents a graph. So if I click this button, now I have the choice. I can choose to view this in graph form. So I can choose graphs, and it tells me, and it shows it to me in a graph. Sometimes it's easier to view information on a graph form. This is not as fast as the LabScope, but it can be handy to help look for some sort of glitch. If I want to go back to a numerical value, I just hit where it says PID list. I hit that, and then I go back to a numerical value. So that is how we do a custom data list. And again, we do that for a more accurate reading.